The Chicago Blackhawks are just 2 games into their season, but they are 0 for 6 on the power play across those 2 games. And if you go back to the preseason and add the power play opportunities up and combine them with the regular season this far, they are 2 in 26, I believe. And the woes on the power play did not stop there. If you go back even further to last year, towards the end of the season, as the Blackhawks were becoming increasingly more fun to watch and the young players were entering in, such as Sam Rinzel and Oliver Moore, and Frank Nazar was starting to come onto his own, and you had Colton Dock and Landon Slaggert playing. It was a fun team to watch. The season completely turned around. Those last 10 games of the season were not even comparable to the start of the season. But the power play, however, at that time also started to decline. And so the reason, the problems that the Blackhawks are facing on the power play are twofold, right? It's not like they're missing opportunities. It's not like they're not converting on open looks. That's not the issue with this power play. The issue with the power play right now is that they cannot win a draw in the offensive zone. Specifically, Frank Nazar and Connor Bedard seemingly, I mean, they're having trouble winning draws all over the ice, but specifically in the offensive zone on the power play, it just feels like they're never starting with the puck. So that's an issue, but that's not really something that you can address right now. That's not something you can just flip a switch and all of a sudden Connor Bedard and Frank Nazar are going to be winning draws at a 52% clip in the ozone. It's not going to happen, right? But the other problem is something you can address now, and that is the zone entries. They have been completely and utterly dreadful, and the reason why they're so bad is because they pretty much try to do the same thing 80% of the time. The 20% that they mix it up and do something a little different, you're like, whoa, how the hell did the Blackhawks get set up on the power play? This never happens. I want to talk about the personnel before I break down any footage and really get into it and maybe what I think the solution is. I want to talk about the personnel. I think the personnel on the first unit is exactly what it should be, right? You got Teuvo Teravainen and Connor Bedard are working the half walls. You've got Tyler Bertuzzi net front, and then you've got Frank Nazar in the slot with Sam Rinzel manning the point. Really exactly who the Blackhawks should be having. It's what I wanted for the first unit to start the year. So I'm happy. And if you were listening to me at all last year on Chicago Hockey Radio, I was begging for Frank Nazar to be put on the first unit. And so he finally has, which is awesome to see, but he's not being utilized at all on the zone entries. When you look at what you have with those 5 players, the guys that should be carrying the puck into the zone for you should be your fastest, shiftiest players. If you look at the best skaters out of those 5, it's Frank Nazar, who's probably the fastest player on the team outside of Ilya Mikheyev, and Sam Rinzel. And Connor Bedard, let's be honest, I mean, he worked on the speed a ton over the summer, and it's noticeable. He's significantly faster than he was the past 2 years, and I would say that Connor Bedard is fast. Teuvo Teravainen's not fast, and everyone knows Tyler Bertuzzi isn't fast. Teuvo Teravainen's game is not, he's not like a burn you with his speed. I don't even know why I have these headphones on. It's fucking useless. He's not a burn you with his speed kind of guy. Teuvo Teravainen slows the play down, lets the play come to him, and then he kills you with his decision making and his passing. He's a great passer. He's got great vision. He's got great hands. He does not have great foot speed. Okay? So I'm sick and tired of seeing Teuvo Teravainen be the only other option to Connor Bedard to be the guy who carries the puck into the zone. They do the same play 80% of the time, and I'm so sick and tired of seeing it not work. It gets blown up at the blue line pretty much every single time, and it's because it's so freaking predictable. Sam Rinzel is always the deepest guy. He goes and retrieves the puck from the goaltender, and then he carries it to his blue line or maybe closer to center ice, and then he does a drop pass to Bedard, who they try to get going with some speed in a little slingshot action, and Teuvo Teravainen skates alongside Connor Bedard. So Rinzel skates the puck up, drops it back to Bedard. Then Bedard does a little give and go pass with Teuvo Teravainen. It's an optional give and go, but they pretty much do it every single time. And then Connor Bedard tries to make a little deke at the blue line, tries to maybe do a give and go with either Nazar or Bertuzzi on the blue line, or he just tries to stick handle past 3 defensemen, and then it gets blown up and the puck's going the other way or just out of the zone. It doesn't work, and it's frustrating. You've got Frank Nazar out there. You've got Sam Rinzel. Maybe every once in a while, instead of Sam Rinzel dropping the puck back, he just takes it himself and tries to make a play just to keep defenses honest. If you do that 1 in every 7 times, you keep the defenses honest. Then, instead of having Teuvo Teravainen being the guy that skates the puck up with Connor Bedard, have it be your fastest player on your team and Frank Nazar, just so that, hey, every once in a while, Connor Bedard does the give and go with Frank Nazar. Frank Nazar keeps and just skates it in himself. Why is Teuvo Teravainen the other option? It doesn't make any sense to me. I've got footage, and we're going to break it down. We're going to do it together. We're not going to do it together. I'm going to do it for you, and then you can let me know how you feel about this. Okay? Got it. Cool. All right. So let's get into it. This is the first one. This is a perfect example of what they try to do like 90% of the time, and it's going to get blown up at the blue line. Just wait and see. So Rinzel's going to carry here, right? And then he's got that drop pass to Bedard. Little give and go to Teravainen there. And then, see? I'll slow it down here. So Bedard gets it back, and then a stick's going to come in right here to disrupt this play, and Teravainen goes offsides, right? So it gets blown up at the blue line because you have Frank Nazar right here. You have your fastest player, your most dynamic player, basically on his heels along the blue line. And so these defensemen are, look at this. Look at these killers. They're all just along the blue line because they know this is where you make the play to blow it up against the Chicago Blackhawks power play. You just hang out, you camp out right here along the blue line, and that's what they do. It's too easy, it's offsides, and the play's dead. Puck out of the zone. Now here's another one. Rinzel's going to carry here, drops the puck back. Now Teuvo Teravainen's going to get it. He's going to make this little play to Bedard, and then Bedard is going to try to stick handle, right? So the options here are maybe you dump it in here and let Frank Nazar go get it. You maybe try to make another quick little pass to Teuvo Teravainen, or you try to get past these two guys and peel back and get set up. But the thing is these Boston Bruins defensemen, the penalty killers, never respect it because they know that it's what Connor Bedard's trying to do every single time. They know Connor Bedard wants to get free with some space right here. So they're just going to play high as hell on him. And he loses it, and then Bedard throws it over to some open ice, and it's going the other way. Right? Doesn't work. Here's another one. So this is Artem Levshinov. It's a different guy because this was after Rinzel took that massive hit from Zadorov, which I will show you in a sec. But so it's Levshinov, but same personnel. It's just Levshinov instead of Rinzel. So Levshinov's going to drop this back. Here he is, Teuvo Teravainen. He's going to give it to Bedard every single time. Now look, 2 guys on him, right? They know they're going to Bedard every single time. Like, how is he getting isolated on a man advantage? It's insane. Do something different here. Do something different here. Maybe Teravainen keeps it himself and goes this way. Maybe he dumps it in for Frank Nazar. If you're going to... Or have Frank... This should be Frank Nazar. What are we even talking about? This should be Frank Nazar. If this is Frank Nazar, you can pass it to Connor Bedard, or he can just skate it this way, and these guys all have to respect it because of Frank Nazar's speed. All right? Everybody in the league now is going to know how fast Frank Nazar is. These penalty killers are going to play this completely different if Frank Nazar's on the puck versus Teuvo Teravainen. So Bedard tries to make a little flip play to Frank Nazar there, and then he just gets muscled off the puck by Nikita Zadorov, who's an absolute monster. All right, here's another one. Drop pass. Here's Connor Bedard. He goes the other way, right? He goes the other way now. He doesn't go to Frank Nazar's side. He mixes it up. He goes to Tyler Bertuzzi's side, which is worse. I mean, it's like if there's one person on this unit who should never be touching the puck in the neutral zone on the power play, it's Tyler Bertuzzi. He's got straight stone hands. So what are his options here? Right? It's either maybe a give and go with Bertuzzi, or which That's never going to work. A give and go with Bertuzzi, yeah, right. It's going to be in your fucking skates. You're going to find it in your hockey bag after the game. Tyler Bertuzzi would send that thing to fucking Nam if you try to do it. So you're not going to do a give and go with Tyler Bertuzzi. Maybe you could dump it in and have Tyler Bertuzzi chase it. Oh, wait, Tyler Bertuzzi's slow as shit. That's not really a good option either. So Connor Bedard sees that, realizes that he processes all that in a half a second. Okay. He processes all that in half a second. All right, not going to do either of those. I guess I got to try to take on 3 guys at once here, and loses the puck, and it gets out of the zone. Right? Didn't work. Didn't work again. All right, let's try something different. Just kidding. Sam Rinzel's going to drop the puck back. Here's Connor Bedard over to Teravainen. And that one kind of worked. Right? That one, but it's still sloppy. He's lucky. This play should not have happened. Zadorov should have made a better play on the puck here, and this puck should have gotten out of the zone. They got lucky here. It should have gotten blown up at the blue line again. It's just this horizontal movement with very little speed is not fooling National Hockey League players. So they got extremely lucky there. The play should have been blown up, but Rinzel keeps it alive, and then Nazar makes a pass under pressure to no one, and the puck gets out of the zone. Right? I think that's... Oh, no. I thought that was the last one, guys. We've got another one just to really hammer this point home. So I think on this one, Teuvo Teravainen keeps this one himself. Yeah, so Teravainen keeps it himself, but it's the same play, right? He's just trying to make a little give and go play with Frank Nazar, who has absolutely no speed, who's just sitting there. Loses the puck. Puck moves on, and then they get it out of the zone, right? So it didn't work. Now this is the one. This is another one. Teuvo Teravainen keeps himself. It's just bad. It's just bad from the Blackhawks. There's no movement. It's like you got Rinzel who just stops here. You got Frank Nazar. So these guys aren't even considering getting on the forecheck. It's so obvious that they're not dumping the puck in, right? You don't have any of these guys ever skating fast to make it seem like you're going to dump the puck in and try to chase it and win it back, right? Like the Florida Panthers do so well. It's obvious the Blackhawks want to try to carry the puck into the zone, but it's not working because Teuvo Teravainen's not fast enough, and you don't have enough options. You got Tyler Bertuzzi out there, so you can't do plays with him, right? So Teravainen just loses it, and Florida's going the other way. So now here's an example of a couple good ones, all right? Here's 2 good ones for you guys. They mix it up here. They don't do the same thing. So Rinzel's going to carry, right? Drops the puck back. Now, Bedard slides it over to Teravainen. I don't know if you guys can tell because of the quality here, but Teravainen has the puck here, right? Now, instead of carrying the puck slowly and getting it taken from him at the blue line, he's going to see Frank Nazar's moving here. He's just going to dump it in. You've got a big, slow defenseman here in Nikita Zadorov. This is what they should be doing pretty much every single time when they're out against big penalty killers. When you got guys like Louis Crevier or Nikita Zadorov out there on the ice against you, big fellas like this, do this play. Teuvo Teravainen's just going to send it in and watch Frank Nazar work. See? Play to your strengths. This power play unit does not play to their strengths, right? If your strengths are speed with a few guys, let them be the puck carriers or dump it in on their side, right? If a player's strength is being patient and really quick, one-time passes like Teuvo Teravainen's a great guy to do give and goes with, right? Teuvo Teravainen should be the guy that's sitting right here along the blue line, not the guy carrying the puck up the ice. Have Teuvo Teravainen here, so then when Connor Bedard skates over there, he knows that he can make a play to him. So they dump it in. Frank Nazar gets there first. Look at how much room he has. Look at how much room he has here. Now, he honestly could have taken a second, but he elects to go right away. He's going to ring this around the boards. He also had the option of dropping this puck back here, but he's going to ring it around the boards, which right here, this would be so fine. If it's any other player on the ice other than Tyler Bertuzzi here, this is a great play. He can make a quick little pass to Teuvo Teravainen, or he can fake that pass to Teravainen and go right back to Rinzel up at the point. However, Tyler Bertuzzi is going to just completely miss the puck. Tyler Bertuzzi has stone hand. I don't know if you guys ever seen Ben 10, the cartoon show. There's this character in Ben 10 named Kevin 11 who touches matter and then turns into that matter. So like if he touches a wooden desk, he'll turn into wood. If he touches stone, he'll turn into stone. That's what Tyler Bertuzzi is with stone. He touches. It feels like he touches stone, and that's how his hands are. So that would have been a great play. This would have worked. This whole play would have worked instead of trying to, get cute along the blue line and lose the puck. Teuvo Teravainen just dumps it in and plays to the strength of Frank Nazar, and he gets in, makes a fine play along the boards, and then Tyler Bertuzzi loses it. So it would have worked. They would have been set up. It would have been all fine and good. Now here's another one. Sam Rinzel's going to carry over to Teravainen, and now look, Connor Bedard is way off the screen. Connor Bedard's way back here. These defensemen have no clue what to do because all the film they've watched, Connor Bedard takes the puck into the zone every single time, but he's nowhere near them. So they're like, what's happening here? Oh, wait, you have Sam Rinzel, who has a ton of speed and skill and can make plays himself. He's going to make a move out to the outside and cook these guys. Look, this is a nice little glimpse of it. See? And he should have cut back right here because he's going to get absolutely clobbered by Nikita Zadorov here. But look at that. Look at that. Sam Rinzel can do this. Every once in a while, Sam Rinzel should just take the puck himself just to keep these defensemen honest. That will make so much more room and space for Connor Bedard. So he gets in, gets clobbered by Zadorov, and then they get set up, and they get a good look. The Chicago Blackhawks power, and I know it's early. I know it's only been 2 games, but if you've been following this team over the preseason, if you were following them at the end of last year, these trends are repeating, and it's not good. It's something that they can work on now. Obviously, these young centermen have to get better at winning draws in the offensive zone if they want to compete for anything. But they will. That will happen. But for now, you can implement these changes to the zone entries. You can. You need to play to your strengths. Teuvo Teravainen should not be the guy carrying the puck up with Connor Bedard. He should be playing along the blue line, looking for give and goes, and you should let Frank Nazar and Sam Rinzel every once in a while carry the puck into the zone themselves. I am all for not being a dump and chase team, all right? I don't need to mimic the Florida Panthers in this copycat league. I don't need to see these guys dumping and chasing the puck on the power play. But for God's sakes, maybe every once in a while you dump and chase. Maybe every once in a while you have your electric skating 6'5" defenseman that can move the puck so well and fly like the wind. Maybe you have him carry the puck into the zone. Maybe you have Frank Nazar, the fastest player you have on your team, carry the puck into the zone. Just mix it up. I don't care what you do. Just add a little something else to your bag because it's so predictable every single time. And it's an easy fix. It really is. You can work on it at practice. Do 3 reps of it. Sam Rinzel, try to make a play here, kid. It's like this thing is so structured until you get to the opposing team's blue line, and then it's like everything's out the window. You need Connor Bedard to figure out everything by himself. You've got great players around him now. You've got Sam Rinzel and Frank Nazar. Use them, use their strengths, and once you let Connor Bedard defer, that's when he's going to get more space and time. So just wanted to make a quick video ranting about that. It's been bothering me. I've talked about it on live streams and several videos. They got to address it. They got to address it because the power play has been awful. 0 for 6 is not good. 2 for 26 is even worse. Change it and change it now. Thanks so much for watching. If you've watched this far and have not subscribed to my channel, please do. I'm going to be cranking out content. Dude, I'm doing these like almost every single day. I live stream the games. I'm going to be streaming. I'm posting this tomorrow. So I'm going to streaming the Montreal game tonight, the home opener. So be here on the channel for that. And then I'll be doing the post game as well. So keep a lookout for those. And I will see you later. Peace.